Hi, fourth graders. Here's your second lesson for the week. We are going to be doing Module 8, Lesson 5. It is multiplying with regrouping. So essentially, we're going to be learning the standard algorithm way to multiply. This is actually the way that I learned to multiply when I was in high school. And then when I started teaching fourth grade, I learned the area model, and I really liked that way, and that way made sense to me. But this is kind of like the culmination. This is what we strive for, is to learn all the other ways that kind of give you that background knowledge, and then it makes sense when you finally do that standard algorithm. It's tricky to start with the standard algorithm because it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't give you a lot of background knowledge. So we're going to be multiplying with regrouping, so you're going to be able to fluently multiply two-digit numbers using the method of regrouping, which is essentially the standard algorithm. So a music store has 12 standard pianos on display. A standard piano has 88 keys. How many piano keys are in the display at the music store? So there are 12 standard pianos, and there are 88 keys on every piano. So we want to figure out how many total keys there are. So 12 times 88. So we're going to write the number of keys are 88 and the number of pianos times 12. So our very first step is to multiply our top number by our bottom number. And the way we do this is we start in our ones place, and we're going to multiply 8 times 2. So we're going to be multiplying our ones places together. I'm going to write a 6 down here, but I'm going to regroup my 1 up here because it's 16. And I need to put my 6 in my ones place and regroup my 10, right? My 110 over to my tens places. My tens place. Now I'm going to multiply my tens place, which is my 80 times my 2. So my 8 times my 2 is 16, but then remember we regrouped this 110. So 16 plus 110 is 17. So when I multiply 88 times 2, I get 176. Now I have to multiply, I'm going to put this a little closer. Now I have to multiply my 88 times my tens place down here times this 1. Now, when I multiply, and now that I'm moving to my tens place, I know that I'm multiplying 8 times 10. 8 times 10 is 80. I have to put my 0 down here because I have moved over place values. So now I'm over here in my tens place. So that's why there's a 0 here. Then I don't need this anymore because that was for my first, from when I was multiplying my ones. Now I'm in my tens. So my 8 times my 1, my 8 tens times my 110 is 8. So now I have, when I multiply 88 by 110, which is basically 88 times 10, I get 880. So now I'm going to add them together. 6 plus 0 is 6. 7 plus 8 is 15. Just regular addition. I still have to regroup. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 8 is 10. I don't give you a very big box here to put this in. So 1,056 total keys. So we're going to get rid of that. So our answer is 1,056 total keys. All right, so I know that is a lot of steps to remember and a lot of steps to do. We're going to still practice the standard algorithm, but if you feel more comfortable with the other methods that you have been taught, by all means, please use them. This is just giving you multiple ways you can solve a problem, and you find the one that best fits you, right? You find your best fit, because there isn't a one size fits all. There isn't a everything works for one person. We have, different things are going to work for different people. So we're not going to be doing the estimating. We're really focusing on just how can we multiply two-digit by two-digit numbers. Mrs. Singh is making a booklet of guitar music that contains 76 pages. She will need 27 copies of the booklet for her class. How many sheets of paper will she use to make the booklets? Okay, so every booklet is 76 pages, and she needs to make 27 copies. So we are going to be multiplying 76 times 27. So 76 times 27. So we're going to start with our ones place. So we're thinking 76 times 7. So 6 times 7 is 42. So I'll put my 2 here and I regroup my 4. My 7 times my 7 is 49. But I've got to add my 4. 49 plus 4 is 53. So I'm done with this 4. So I'm going to cross it out because I don't want to get confused when I come over to my tens place. So now I need to put a 0 here. And now I'm going to multiply my 76 times this 2. So 6 times 2 is 12. So I'm going to put a 2 here and regroup my 1. That is why I crossed out my 4, right? So it doesn't confuse me. Now 7 times 2 is 14 plus 1 is 15. Now I add them together. 2 plus 0 is 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. Regroup my 1. So I have 2,052. So there are 2,052 sheets of paper all together to make her booklets. Okay? So this will take practice, just like when you were first learning area model, just like when you were first learning the partial products. All of this takes practice, and then you find the one that makes the most sense to you. You find the one that fits you the best. Remember, it's not a one size fits all. There is not one way to solve these 2-digit by 2-digit numbers that's better than the other. It really is a matter of preference. It's what do you feel the most comfortable with? What makes the most sense to you? So that's what I'm going to do for these 3 down here. I'm going to do the 3 different ways we have learned. Okay? So the first way we learned was the area model, right? So we would do for this first one 88 times 63. 88 times 63. First box, 80 times 60, 4,800. Our next box, 8 times 60, 480. Our next box, 3 times 80, 240. And our last box, 8 times 3, 24. So then I will line them all up. 408, 4,800, 480, 240, and 24. Okay, 0, 0, 0, 4, 0, 8, 4, 2. So 8 plus 10, 14. 1, 8, 4, 2, 15. And 5. So our answer is 5,544. So that's our area model. Now, our partial quotients. We start with our tens, so 90 times 10. 90 times 10 is 900. Then we have 90 times 8, and that's 720. Then I have 4 times 10, which is 40, and then 4 times 8, which is 32. Right? I do my 90 times each of the bottom numbers, and then I do my 4 times each of my bottom by place value. So 2, 9, 16, 1,692. And standard algorithm. So I start in my ones place. 3 times 6 is 18. I put my 8 here and I regroup my 1. 2 times 6 is 12, plus 1 is 13. I'm going to cross off my 1. Now I start and I come to my tens place. So I have to put a 0 here in my ones place because now I'm in my tens places. 3 times 1 is 3. 2 times 1 is 2. And I add them together. 8, 6, 3. 368. So those are the 3 ways we have learned so far how to solve these problems. Now we are on the on your own section. Remember, you can do this independently if you want. If you do it independently and then come back and check your answers, we're skipping number 4. We're not doing any of the estimating, and we're skipping number 20 and not doing any of the estimating. Okay? So you can go ahead and pause your video and do this part independently and then come back and check your answers, or stay right with me and we'll do this together. All right, Angelina is training for an ultra marathon. She will run a total of 22 miles a week for 28 weeks. How many miles will Angelina run? So we've got 22 miles for 28 weeks. So we're going to be multiplying 22 times 28. I'm just going to come up here and find a spot where I can do the work. I'm going to start with area model. Like I said, I'm going to just do each of the ways, and then you choose again. If you don't want to do the way that I'm doing it, do the way that you feel most comfortable, and then you can see if your answer matches mine. So we've got 22 times 28. 20 times 20 is 400. 2 times 20 is 40. 20 times 8 is 160. 8 times 6 is 16. So we have 400, 160, 40, 16. 6, 11, 616. So she will run 616 miles total. All right, we did the area model. We'll do the partial products way. Again, if you want to just choose one way and do all of them the one way, that is fine. Just check and make sure your answer matches mine. So we've got 60 times 20, 1,200. 60 times 8, 480. Now we're going to move. We did our 60. Now we're going to do our 4. 4 times 20, 80. And 4 times 8, 32. We've got 2, 16, 19, regroup the 1, 7, and 1. 1,792 should be your answer. All right, next one, I'm going to do the standard algorithm. So, start in our ones place. 6 times 9 is 54. So I put my 4 here and I regroup my 5. 6 times 9, we said 54, plus 5 would be 59. So I did my ones place down here. Now I'm going to move to my tens place. When I move to my tens place, I have to put a 0 here because I'm moving over from my ones place to my tens place. 6 times 7 is 42. Put my 2 down here. I regroup my 4. 6 times 7, 42 plus 4 is 46. Make sure those place values are all lined up. Add. 4 plus 0 is 4. 9 plus 2 is 11. 5 plus 6 is 11 plus 1 is 12. And then 4 plus 1 is 5. So 5,214. All right, our next one, I'm going to do area model. Remember, I'm just rotating through the 3 ways we've learned. Okay, 89, 49. And remember, if you don't want to do this way, if you want to do one of the other ways, go for it. 80 times 40, 3,200. 9 times 40, 360. 80 times 9, 720. 9 times 9, 81. 3,200, 720, 360, 81. 1, 16, 13, 4,361. Okay, number 9. We are to the partial products. So tens place, 70 times 80 equals 5,600. So again, I'm staying on the top, so I did 70 times 80, so now I'm going to do 70 times 4, which is 280. So I did 70 times 80, 70 times 4, so now I'm going to do 3 times 80, which is 240, and 3 times 4, which is 12. 2, 12 plus 1, 13. 6, 4, 11, 6,132. Okay, next one we'll do standard algorithm. 5 times 9 is 45. Regroup my 4. 5 times 9 is 45, plus 4 is 49. Cross that off because I'm done with it. Put a 0 here because I'm moving to the tens place now. 5 times 3 is 15. Regroup my 1. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 1 is 16. And add them together. $2,145. Okay, back to the area model. 90 and a 4, 50 and a 6, 90 times 50, 4,500, 50 times 4, 200, 90 times 5, 540, 6 times 4, 24, 4,500, 540, 200, 24, 5,264. Number 12. 12 parents signed up to make 24 muffins each for the 5th grade tea. How many muffins will there be for the tea? So 12 parents signed up to make 24 muffins each. So 24 times 12, we'll do the partial products. So we start with our tens. 20 times 10, 200. 20 times 2, 40. 4 times 10, 40. And 4 times 2, 8. 288 muffins. Don't forget your label. All right, last page. So remember, we're skipping number 20, and we're not doing any of the estimating. A harp is an instrument with 47 strings that run down at an angle to a soundboard. If a company builds 39 harps in a year, how many strings will they use? So 49 strings are on a harp, and they build 49 harps in a year. So we'll do standard algorithm for this one. So we have 47 times 39. 7 times 9 is 63. Oops. Look at what I did. 63. 4 times 9 is 36. 36 plus 6 is 42. Bring down put a 0 here because now I'm moving to the tens place. 7 times 3, oops, I forgot to cross out my 6. 7 times 3 is 21. 4 times 3 is 12 plus 2, 14. So when I add these together, I get 1,833 strings. All right. So we just did standard algorithm, so back to area model. So 34, 31. 30 times 30 is 900. Oops. 30 times 4 is 120. 30 times 1 is 30. 4 times 1 is 4. 900, 120, 30, and a 4. 1054. Next one, we're going to do the partial quotients, or partial products, sorry. 80 times 20, 1,600. 80 times 7, 560. 9 times 20, 180. 9 times 7, 63. 3, 20, 14, 2,403. Okay. 56 times 71, standard algorithm. 6 times 1 is 6. 5 times 1 is 5. Put a 0 down here because now we're moving to the tens place. 6 times 7 is 42. 5 times 7 is 35, plus 4 is 39. 3,976. Number 17, back to our area model. 40 and an 8, 10 and a 9. 40 times 10, 400. 8 times 10, 80. 40 times 9, 360. 8 times 9, 72. Add them up. 400, 320, or 60, sorry, 360. I'm getting ahead of myself. 80 and 72. 2, 14, 21, 9, 912. Okay, partial products. 30 times 60, 1,800. 30 times 4, 120. 2 times 60, 120. 2 times 4, 8. 2,048. And our last one, standard algorithm. 6 times 6, 12. Regroup our 1. 9 times 2 is 18, plus 1 is 19. We're going to get rid of our 1. Put a 0 in our 1's place because now we're moving to our 10's place. 6 times 8 is 48. 9 times 8 is 72, plus 4, 76. 17, 8, 7,872. All right, so you are going to complete 8.5. You're not going to do any of the estimating. You could skip number 2. And you can skip number 11. 2, 11, don't do the estimating, and you can choose how you want to divide for 14. So you don't have to use repeated subtraction, okay? So no number 2, no number 11, no estimating, and just regular division for number 14, okay? Alrighty, have a good rest of your week, and I will see you soon. Bye.